Okay, so when about is Arlen going to be asking Snow?
Probably like a probably in the morning sometime of the next day while they're in the on the caravan.
The morning, okay. You realize it's going to have to be late morning. Snow does not rise
Oh
early.
my god. All right, so in the afternoon then, because I know that's only when she's gonna wake up. Oh my god, damn it. I like the thought Arlen pops into the tent multiple times and just sees that Snow is still asleep. It's like, oh my god.
She's buried underneath the babies, just dead to the world.
All right, as the brother, he's going to take it upon himself. She needs to wake up at the proper times.
Hey, first thing first, a lord shouldn't be looking in at a young lady sleeping unless they're married.
What are you talking about?
So if you wake her up, she's not going to be happy.
What are you talking about?
Is he, all right, go big brother mode then, see what happens.
I'm afraid now.
Yeah, yeah. You said you're gonna do it, and Alan doesn't know the consequences yet. So go on and do it.
He already doesn't. All right, he's gonna walk in and be like, Snow, Snow, wake up.
Leave me alone, cat.
It's
Buries
Arlen.
deeper.
It's Arlen. It's morning. You need to wake up properly.
I'm tired.
Does a whistle so all the babies come towards him and leave Snow, leave Snow in the cold.
She gets up. Well, she sits up. She's squinting, like trying to rub her eyes, and like, wait, what are you doing in here? She pulls up her covers.
You wait. I need to wake you up at the proper time. You're no longer you're gonna
Why are you
pass
here?
on.
What are you doing in a lady's room when she's sleeping?
Well, this is like a. Well, it's morning and I'm here to
Get
wake
out!
you up.
Get out! Get out!
All
Or I'll call a
right,
cat.
all right, all right, all right. So, it's like I don't know what I did wrong. What did I do wrong?
She goes back to sleep with the babies.
I'm gonna call the babies out. That goddamn.
No, she's holding all of them as much as she can.
Well,
Curls into them.
there's only one thing stronger than Snow's hold. Food.
Nah.
Arlen gets food and wafts it so that the babies come outside the tent.
Snow peeks her head out. It's like, what are you doing?
Wake up.
Why did you take the children? You wanted to sleep more.
Look, you can't just sleep in all the time. Not only is not healthy, it also
What do
is
you mean?
unproductive.
It's still so early. What's the point?
It's not early. The sun is up. That's not early at all.
It's still so cold outside.
Then put on.
Olive sounds just like so confused, like it's all the gifts of like confusion.
Yeah. It's like then put on a coat or clothes.
Uh, she'll call for Cat to help her get dressed.
Oh my god. Is Arnold just like, do you not know how to get dressed on your own?
Hey, a lady doesn't get dressed on her own. She usually has someone to help her.
Okay then, I'll accept this.
But she doesn't have a maid with her, so.
Of course. Well, I know what you're spending your renown on.
Mm-hmm.
Servants.
She eventually comes out looking more presentable like she does. Goes, children, your mother's here. And she goes out to give them all hugs and kisses.
Goodness gracious. Leave my babies alone.
She gives your babies hugs and kisses too.
God damn it. This is fine.
It's like, good morning, Waxer. Mwah. Good morning, Dogma. Mwah. Good morning, Green. Oh, wait, are you Echo? I think you're Echo. Mwah. Just go through them all.
Goodness gracious. He's like, oh wow, someone's up and at him and before dawn.
What do you want?
See, look at all the
You
things you can do
meanie.
today. Now you have more time to train the children and spend time and play with them.
I could do that later.
But now you have more time to do it, which means their training can be even better. You can teach them to sit in much more time. You have much more time to do that, and teach them other cool tricks.
Don't you know a lady needs plenty of sleep so they can stay beautiful?
It is not real. It's not.
Yeah, you wouldn't know because you're not a proper noble. Nah, sticks her tongue out at you.
Mm, this banter hurts me.
It's true sibling banter.
Like, sure, sure. At least I know how to get up in the morning.
No, you don't. You're getting up way too early.
I'm getting up.
And of course you have to get up earlier. You're a soldier. Ladies don't have to get up the same time as soldiers.
Not a soldier.
That's for the servants and soldiers.
I'm not a soldier.
She looks at your armor, looks back at you. You're stupid.
I'm stupid.
Then what do you call what you're doing? Not being a soldier?
Right now, or like in general?
Fine. Air quotes, knights get up early too to do things.
There you go. Much better.
But ladies don't have to.
You don't have to, you're right. But I'm trying to show you the wonders it is that if you get up on time, well, yes, not on time, but earlier than what you get up, you are able to do more things in the day.
Well, I don't want to. I'm always tired in the morning.
You don't want to spend time with the children?
You know, that's not what I meant, meanie.
More time means more love.
I give them plenty of love. She hugs them.
Just whispers and like,
do you want a snack? She says to the children.
Oh,
I got food.
My goodness, Arlen just kneels down and whispers into one of Snow's shoulders, like, you hear that, Licorice? Mama loves sleep more than she loves you.
You're so mean!
You're mean too.
No, I'm not. I'm right. You're just mean. You don't know how to treat a lady right. You're stupid. You're not a real lord.
Goodness gracious, this is like having a sister, isn't it?
Sticks her tongue out at you. Hugs all the children, your children. Hey children, why don't we go play away from your mean father? Takes all the children, rolls some of the others away.
What? He has to roll some of them?
Snow pointedly ignores you, like she makes it very obvious she's ignoring you.
Goodness gracious. This is terrible.
Well, that's what you've brought her to. This is what she's doing now.
She's playing the ignorance game now?
Yeah, she's playing the actual ignoring game. She's actually doing it.
Wow, okay.
Like, properly, like, looking away from you whenever you try to talk to her with a little humph.
No way. Come on.
With a happy face and everything.
You can't do this.
Proper child's play.
Are you kidding? Arlen doesn't know how to handle this.
Is that meme of Jackie Chan with like the arms out like what?
What? Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, what does he choose to do? You said mean things to Snow, and Snow never said a mean thing to you, so obviously she's in the right and you are in the wrong.
She said mean things to him.
They're not mean if they're right.
Oh my god. Well, then what he said isn't wrong either.
No, because you're wrong. You're just being mean.
You're a terrible hypocritical brat.
That is her reasoning right now.
You're a terrible hypocritical brat.
She is totally hypocritical. It's beautiful. This is what happens when you...
Fine.
And when no one's ever told you off before.
No, he's like, fine. He gives up. He's like, fine then. I won't try to improve.
To make herself feel better, she's feeding the children more food.
No, I call them over. They're taking my half of the children.
No, your children need food too.
No, no, they're fine. I'll feed them.
She takes the children. She picks them up to feed them one
No,
by one.
God damn it! Don't overfeed my children.
She ignores you. It's like, hey, here, Spark, have it a bit more because you're such a good boy. Mwah, unlike your father.
I don't have to take this. I don't know why you hate me so much.
Oh, Jester, look, you're sitting and waiting so patiently like a good boy. Such a good boy. Mwah. Here's some more food. Here's some dried meat. And Kix, you're bigger than the others, so of course you need more food so you can get big and strong. Oh, look, your cheeks are coming out. So, oh, look how cute you're looking now.
No!
She's pointedly ignoring you all and just going around the children.
Are you kidding? So why do you even think of me like a brother anyway?
Lexa, no, don't do that to your sister. Come on. Yeah. She's she's actually ignoring everything you're saying, Arlen.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, two can play this game. Arlen leaves and takes his children, puts them in the basket, walks off.
Yeah! She goes after. She tries to take the basket off you. I wasn't done! You meanie!
Nope. Heinrich is gonna hold the bag out the
So
Heinrich
mean!
and have him run off.
What is Heinrich running off, or is Arlen just staying with
Arlen's staying with Snow, but Heinrich is running off with the basket.
She looks at you half, she goes, I hate you! And runs off, taking her children.
No, that's... Oh, Arlen's sad now.
You're a terrible person! She yells as she runs off. Stupid!
Hmm.
Reb walks by. Afternoon, little lord.
Afternoon.
Oh, wasn't that tone? Usually so chipper at this time of day.
Right. Sorry. Afternoon, Rip.
Did something happen?
I'm sure you heard all of that.
I'm pretty sure the entire encampment heard the young lady.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you choose to do now?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with her. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, it's obvious you're trying to be stern with her, and that's perfectly understandable. You are what is he, a commander? A captain?
Yeah, he's basically in the command position of the
Okay.
because he bought them out. Yeah.
Alright. You are a commander of your own little troop, and you deserve the respect and you deserve the respect of others, which the young lady would not give you. And you wish to, well, shape her up to be a bit more hardened to the road life and to, I suppose, more militaristic life. That's perfectly understandable. However, you must understand that she is most likely a pampered child of nobility. Silver spoon in mouth.
It's weird. I just I don't want her to not like me, so I mean I guess I should drop it, but I've never really dealt with anyone like that before. At least when it comes to nobles I've met, everyone I've met has seemed to have worked to where they've gotten.
Well, there are many nobles who are simply born into their privilege.
Well, yes, I understand that, but even then, they still work to continue and own up to that privilege, like Lord Falcone.
Well, I believe the young lady does attempt to show that side in a more suitable setting.
But I wanted to show it all the time. She was very surprising during that meeting, and I mean, I don't think she was faking any of it, so I wonder why she doesn't show that side more often.
Smiles at you. I wonder. But let's put it this way. A pampered child is most likely a child who has yet to completely mature mentally. Try approaching her as you would approach a child.
I don't know how to do that.
She looks surprised at that.
I mean, like, I, huh? He's very confused. Like, approach like a child. What does
Have
this
you,
mean?
considering you are quite philanthropic, I assume that you would have interacted with children before.
Well, no, not really.
Well, I suppose the young lady could be practice.
Wait, have you?
I've met children, but children tend to not very much like me, understandably.
Oh, that's not very nice at all.
But I respect for children. They are literal sponges for information. I greatly respect them for that.
Spies? Are you kidding me, Rib?
They're sponges of information.
Sponges. Just use them for spy on people. Come on. It's terrible. What the heck does Arlen say? It's like, okay, so treat her as I would, I assume, a kid then.
Yes,
Okay,
and of children, there is a very common there is one very common rule that all children seem to follow. If you ask them to, if you try to force them to do something, it just makes them not want to do it even more. You have to gently coax them.
I
Use small rewards. Bring them over to the goal, gently, not forcefully. Make them believe that they're doing it for themselves and not for you.
I don't. Hmm, I hmm, just thinks for a second and then scratches his cheek a bit. It's like you're really smart, you know that? But I don't think I can do that. I don't.
Nonsense. I see you train animals. I see you train those little. Pause looks at him. Thinks about saying delicious, but then decides not to. Those razor fiends.
Yeah, but those are different than people, especially if it's I have to act like I don't know.
I believe that my the little lord's not so little horse is fairly intelligent and is almost on par with the human. So how are people any much more different than trying to train animals? So approach it the same way you'll train a new animal. Acknowledge the fact that no, they are not stupid. You're not training them because they are mindless, because they most certainly have sentience. They can think for themselves, and they can think, and their opinions can change about you. Approach them with that mild respect. Treat them so, but gently persuade them with small rewards to see it your way. Exactly like training an animal.
Hmm. I suppose you're correct. But I, oh, where do I start?
Well, where would you start with a new animal you found that you wish to befriend?
Well, I mean, I think I already ruined that impression.
Just think of the young lady as a cat,
Hmm.
and move on from there. Pats your shoulder, ruffles your hair. Good luck, little lord.
Wait, so do I apologize or do I not apologize? I guess I do, right?
If you truly believe you're in the wrong, you should apologize, because even if they are a child, even adults can be wrong and the children deserve apologies. But if you don't believe you have anything to apologize for, open a discussion. See what she truly thinks. But you cannot force your views onto her. The same way she cannot force her views onto you, as much as she tries.
You're really smart, you know that?
Nonsense, she ruffles your hair. I simply have experience with people. In a different manner of speaking.
Alright, so then you're really wise then.
She laughs and goes, "That's very kind of you to think so, young lord."
Mm,
Well, I wish luck in your endeavors.
right. Thanks, Rip.
Anytime, little lord.
Mm.
She'll go off.
Oh, and just like watches her walk off. It's like, strange. Kind of like holds his stomach a bit. It's like,
Ah! Oh, Arlen.
it's fine. It's fine. He doesn't know what's happening right now. Must have eaten something strange again.
Why did you ask Rib about it?
No. It must just be the cooks. It's fine.
Well, do you go after Snow?
Yes, and I bring the babies with me.
Hey!
The basket.
A peace offering.
Yes.
Nice.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You bring the basket, and Snow's eyes light up. She immediately takes the basket off you, but she doesn't say anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
And she spills the babies over.
Fills the basket and watches the Razor Fiend babies just slowly plop into a pile.
Yeah. Like, Mother miss you all. And gives them all big hugs and kisses.
Arlen just
Continues to play with all of them.
Arlen just like sits in a chair somewhere and watches for a little bit.
Snow continues to ignore you. Roll your animal handling. Sorry.
I have to, for diplomacy with Snow, I have to roll animal handling. Because she's a cat. Don't worry, Arlen. Imagine her as a cat. Animal handling rolls. Oh my god.
What?
If I did that, all of Arlen's Cavalier bonuses would count because humans are rideable. They count as mounts when trained.
Oh my goodness.
Because you can ride a human.
I guess you can.
It's badly worded, but it all still counts, so you would get an insane bonus.
I would draw Snow trying to give Arlen a piggyback, but most likely she'll be just on the floor and Arlen just standing. It's like, it's okay.
It's alright. Someday.
Rib will be happy to give you a piggyback.
Oh, you know what he'd do actually? First off,
What? What?
okay. So Snow would probably try and fail and be like, "I can't do it," and I was like, "No, no, try one more time." And then he'd whisper, "I wish I was light enough for Snow to carry me."
Aww.
And she'd be able to do it, be like, "See, you're strong."
Rib picks the both of you up
Oh shit.
whilst you're still on Snow.
She's stronger than both of us.
Well, what is Arlen gonna do? Snow still being a stroppy child with you.
He's gonna say, "I'm sorry I came into your room this morning."
Pauses and looks up at you. Yeah, you should. She seems to be waiting.
He doesn't know how to continue. He just doesn't know. He needs Riv. I need Rib in the background, like. like a stupid friend on a date that's telling you what to say.
Oh my goodness.
I need a hand signal, Rib.
You realize that her eyesight's shite.
You're right, but wait, she can hear what's being said though.
She can, but she's gone to eat food and read books.
Damn it. Damn it. What does he say?
And
And I won't do it again.
and
And I'm Nope, that's it. What else? What else do you want me to apologize
gosh, you're
for?
so stupid. Goes back to playing with the children.
You know, I don't like it when you call me that.
What? It's true.
It's still not nice. And it hurts my feelings.
And stop being so stupid then.
Why do you think I'm stupid?
I told you why, but you just don't listen to me.
Okay, well, tell me again. Let's talk about this. Why do you think I'm... Why do you always think I'm stupid?
She kind of... She rolls her eyes at you. You know why? I've told you so many times I'm sick of it. Leave me alone.
Rib.
I'm so sorry, Arlen.
He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to do.
He's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, okay. So, I have Snow totally feel the amount of positivity. Just leave the room. He's not positive anymore.
Oh!
He looks really downcasted, and also all of the hype that Rib has put into him is gone as well.
Oh
He doesn't.
no!
He's lost. He doesn't know what to do or say. He thought he could do this, and he can't. Obviously, he can't.
Oh. Does he go find Riv?
Uh. He does, but he'll get up and say, "Okay, I'll leave you alone." And he goes to walk out. And he's like, "I'm sorry if I've upset you, and if I continue to do so. And um, if you don't want to act like we're siblings anymore, I'm fine with that too." And then he just walks out.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, then he goes to find Rip.
Riv is probably just somewhere sitting on a tree stump reading. The little lord looks up at you. That is not the face of victory I see.
I don't know what, I don't know what to do.
Did something happen?
No, I mean, well, I started off giving her my half of the kids to play with, and I thought that'd be a good peace offering to incite conversation. Then she just went back to ignoring me. So then I thought, okay, I'd apologize for the one thing I do feel sorry about, and well, then she just called me mean names, and then I asked why to try and do that discussion thing that you were talking about, and then she just said we already talked about it, and then that she was sick of telling me and told me to get out, and then I lost all my backbone, and I left.
She stands up and gives you a pat on the back.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm not as wise as you. I haven't dealt with this ever, um, and I don't like making her angry because I think she's the first person to say that she hates me.
Oh, well, if she says she's told you before, why does she hate you?
I think, well, it's something to do with the fact that I want to help people so much.
Ah, that explains why she keeps calling you stupid.
Does it? I don't know. I don't know. He just like he like lays down over the stump. He's like on like the
She
left of the
sits,
stump.
she continues to pat your back, turning a page on the book.
Oh, goodness
Now,
gracious.
now, young, now, little lord, not all is lost.
Rib is his wise compass now.
She just needs a mustache and then it's complete.
Uh-huh.
Now, little lord, not all is lost, so do not fret. I believe the young lady is one of those nobles who believe they are always right, and they have the power to claim that they are always right. They, after all, those powerful enough can make their own truce.
I suppose.
The fact that your peace offering did not at least quell any attempt at conversation means she's probably still angry at you for more than one thing.
Okay. What do I do?
There are several approaches to this. You can either attempt to apologize for everything that you think you have done, but even then they usually are impossible because in times like those, sometimes you end up having to apologize for things you really don't think you had to apologize for.
I don't want to do that.
Or you'll have to grit your teeth, little lord, and try to be upfront. Accept the barrage of whatever stinging words comes out of her mouth. But at least you are communicating.
So just take the blows and just say my 2 cents.
Yes, and as long as you are in open communication, it means you can understand her feelings, and to an extent, you can try to make her understand yours. The conversation might not start in your favor, but as long as you withstand the poison, you can keep going and eventually start turning the tides to your favor.
Right.
It is a waiting game, a painful one, but who knows? Pats your back.
Any other approaches or?
Like I said, I do not usually interact with children.
Hmm.
Do not let her comments go to your heart, little lord. I'm sure the rest of your men do not believe you are, quote, stupid and mean.
Right. Positivity flows once again.
Hey! I believe in you, Arlen. You could do it.
Thanks, Rip.
She smiles. Anytime, little lord.
Wait, are you still reading?
Turns
Like looks up
another
and
page.
sees.
Turns another page. Anytime.
Rip. He just like waves like have you just been reading this whole time?
Shh. I'm going to an exciting chapter now. Prince Laura just found out that his father was murdered.
Oh my god. Alright, maybe positivity like go loosens just a tiny bit again. She's been focused on the book this entire talk. You didn't know until now. It's like, okay. Alright. For the third time, Arlen, probably a little bit later into the day, brazenly walks into the baby tent or wherever the child is.
Children.
No, child.
Oh my goodness, Alan.
I think that is that quote worthy? Is
That is.
Man, I gotta add that before we forget about it. Man, where is it? I don't have my sheet open. No. Why must snow be like this?
Because it's snow.
But that's not an excuse.
It's just how she is. It's you want the usefulness of her magic, you gotta put up with her bullshit.
Why?
It's a high risk, high reward scenario.
Oh yeah, high risk, high reward. More like high. Okay, no, actually that's actually good. Okay, I'm gonna put a brief form and then I'll edit it properly later. Okay, so yeah, he goes finds Snow again.
Snow is eating, the children are eating.
Oh god. I heard Snow is eating the children. I thought you were gonna stop there.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, no, what has Rib taught you? Um, he walks in.
Snow looks up, startled. She just wipes her mouth because she was kind of eating with her, like, just cramming food into her mouth. That is not ladylike at all.
Arlen gets a glimpse of her true self. Um, he just stands there for a bit, hyping his positivity up. Like, you can do it, you can do it.
You can't just walk into a tent if a lady's there. You have to ask before you come in.
This is my Ted.
It's terrible. Snow's terrible.
And also, I think the flaps are open because he just walked in.
Goes back to eating.
Hmm. Okay. What the fuck does he say?
At this rate, he's never going to be able to ask Snow about the thing.
Yeah, it got railroaded by something else now. This is terrible. This is supposed to be a wholesome talk about incest, and it turned into something else.
Can you quote yourself on that? This is meant to be a wholesome talk about incest, but then it became something worse.
The wholesome talk about incest, but then it turned into something worse. Okay. Um. All right. Rip believes in you. You can do this. Snow.
What?
I don't believe that I am, as you say, a mean, stupid idiot. My opinions and my views on what I do is my own, just as yours are your own.
So what's your point?
My point is, no matter what you say or how you feel, I will accept you for who you are and what you do. And I will continue, unless you see fit otherwise, to see you as my little sister. And I only hope that someday you can accept me and my views and the things I do for who I am.
Well, sometimes people are just wrong. And no one is there to tell them otherwise. And you never listen to me when I say that you're going to get yourself killed. If my opinions don't matter to you, then what's the point? Stupid. Meanie.
Your opinion does matter.
Doesn't look like it.
Snow, I have trained my entire life and worked towards my dreams and my goals. And this is one of them. I've always wanted to be a hero. And sure,
Why?
because I like helping people. I like giving hope to people. I want to make the world a better place.
Fine then. Do what you want. But after the dragon's gone, you're sending me and Cat away.
Sense motive.
I bluff. Hey, remember, it's a -2.
-2. Oh.
Oh. Snow is taking your words to heart. She doesn't really believe you are properly listening to what she's saying. But if you really want to just be a hero and tell people and shit like that, she's not going to stop you. There's no reason why she should stop you. And she has agreed she's going to help you save this city. But being a hero is not what she wants to do. So she wants to leave afterwards. She's not interested in that.
Okay. Arlen sits down and says, yes. But, well, then that brings up something else. Then.
What?
The place, the safe place I was telling you about, the home that I said I could take you to is my own.
Look surprised.
I have well, at the moment, a fort, but it's being improved upon, so technically you could call it a castle. And lands. And I was going to have you stay with me. If you see fit that that is not acceptable terms, I can send you someplace else if you want.
A castle wax.
That is satisfactory?
What kind of place do you live in? In the middle of a forest? Mountains?
No, not not yet anyway. The majority of the lands I own is a place called the Deep Woods. And would Snow know about it?
Would Snow what, sorry?
Know about the Deep Woods?
I don't know.
Uh,
It's okay.
because it is
She shrugs.
because it is well known in the Empire. 'Cause it's a place that's like no one go to the Deep Woods. No one go to the Deep Woods.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a literal living forest that slowly expands.
He looks at you shocked, like, why would you live there?
Well, okay, I didn't say I live there. I said I own there. The rights of my family's lands are the Deep Woods. I don't know why or how. It was the last thing my father left for me before he.
She's about to say anything, but then stops.
Sense motive? What was she gonna say?
Leave her.
Oh shit.
Oh. Do we re-roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's so close. Look at the
God.
2 18s.
God dang it. Alright, well, because he doesn't get
She looks down, playing with one of your children. Goes, I don't know. Seems kind of scary to live close to the deep woods.
No. See, you're not. You're not letting me finish, Snow. That is just some of the lands that I own. That's what I'm saying. At some point, I'll be trying to move in there and make it safe so that it can be livable. But until then, my castle is outside of that. I have a castle just an hour or so outside of the capital city of Celtia.
Okay.
It's very safe and far away from that place.
Okay then.
Or,
You didn't have to tell me this now. It's still got weeks to prepare for the army.
well, I feel like I should be upfront with you now.
Shrugs. I wasn't worried about where you were sending me.
Say that again?
I wasn't worried about where you'd be sending me.
I know that. But I feel like you should know, at least, where. Or at least what my plans were. Especially if you don't like them. So that I can adjust for what you want.
It's fine. It's not like I know where else to go.
Well, you'll have a home with me.
Yeah. Holds one of the babies tighter. Like true brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, brother and sister squabble all the time. It's fine.
This is fine.
I think Rib would have added that as well. Siblings squabble all the time. It's part of being a sibling.
Just that Arlen hasn't done this before. He probably overreacted.
Oh, Rib pats your head because it's all right. It's the nature of being siblings. They fight all the time. But in the end, you love each other because you're family.
Wrong choice of words, Rip. Wrong choice of words.
She laughs, pats your back. So go sort out this mess with your little sister.
dinosaurs, and then you'd go off.
All right.
Um, did you say anything else?
I mean, there's the reason why he came to see her.
There is that, but does he? Yeah, okay, he totally. Yeah, he would. He'd be like, You, I do have a question though.
She looks out and goes, living together. I guess we really will be like siblings.
Yeah.
I guess it's the first time I fought with a sibling too.
Oh?
Yeah, that's what people say. Siblings fight.
I guess you're right.
Shrugs and starts playing with the children again.
Hey, you don't think of me that way, do you?
Looks up. I thought we said we like each other as siblings.
No, I mean, like, like, like,
What?
like, I, just, doesn't know how to continue. It's just that, no, you said that you said that it's that you said that you never had like a brother to marry, and then afterwards you said that you thought of me like a brother, so you
Oh
don't.
yeah, that's what our family does. Says good as she plays with the children.
So nonchalant!
She grew up with this.
So nonchalant. It's like, okay, yeah. So, you don't think of me that way though, right?
Hmm?
Like, you don't. I don't understand. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
She rolls her eyes at you. What do you want, Alan? Why are you asking me?
You don't think. You don't. You don't like me, right?
I don't know. Looks away.
Sense motive.
You leave her alone.
How could you just say no?
Uh, you're not sure if it's relevant to the topic that you guys were discussing. There's the littlest hint of a blusher.
Oh my god, no. No. Nah. Okay. Um, it's fine. It's just because we're talking about marriage. It doesn't mean that she actually does. It's fine, Arlen. It's okay.
Besides, I know you're not my real brother. I'm not stupid.
Okay. No, I just wanna clear things up. So, right, you still, right, don't want, yeah, okay. Yep, let's clear things up.
Why are you asking me this?
What do you mean?
Why are you suddenly interested?
Well, I just, Rib said some things, and I wanna make sure.
Said things about what? She's actually looking a bit annoyed now. But my family?
No, but she did bring up just connect some dots. That's it.
No, I get it. Yeah. In my family, we marry within the family. turns her back to you and starts playing with the children.
And yeah, so I just wanted to make sure I understood your feelings.
Doesn't say anything to you.
Because we should be able to communicate and talk to each other and understand each other.
So what? You don't want to be my sister? You don't want to be my brother anymore because you know about my family?
What? No, I never said that. Why would you think that? You.
Kind of half squints at you.
I dare you to sense motive on my boy.
She does.
Dare you.
And her sense motive is a 2.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
He is appalled that she would think that he would not want to be uh, siblings with her because of that. As he is that's the furthest thing from the truth.
She kind of looks down at whatever baby she's holding in her arms.
A lot of others like to make fun of my family, my house.
Well,
Because we're gross and we marry our siblings. And we keep killing all our children.
I'm sorry to hear that they did that. But you are not your family. You are you.
I am.
No,
I'm Alba Ira.
just because you
And
have
the blood of my Eldritch ancestors run through my veins.
just because of that doesn't make you you. Nothing. I like you for you, right? No rumor or actuality of someone that isn't you is gonna change my opinion of you. I like you and I think your powers are beautiful.
Hmm.
Now, I don't know about handling noble rumors and such. My family has long since been dead, and I'm just only now reviving it. But I know one thing.
What?
You are the ship at which your legacy stands. You change and affect what people think and feel about you and your house. People may say rumors now, but you are ultimately in control. You can change what they think and what they feel through your actions and what you say and do. You are the matriarch of House Ira now.
I'm not.
What is your name?
I'm Snow. The matriarch of House Ira is Lady Cinder.
No. She is a usurper. The house is not called House Cinder, it's called House Ira. You are Duchess Elba Ira, matriarch of House Ira. If anything, she serves you. It's just that she's forgotten her place. And if you want, and when you're ready, I will help you reclaim your place.
It's okay. I don't hate her.
You don't need to hate her. That's
It's okay.
sense motive.
Leave her alone.
This is just as bad as the empathy rules.
Mm,
Dang it. Well,
I have cat. It's fine.
so you. Well, please just help me understand what you want then. Do you want.
I don't want anything.
I know that's not true.
I don't.
You wanted to have a sibling, did you not? Well, you have one now.
I don't want people to die.
Who said anything about her dying?
I'm not talking about just her. If I try to take back my house, she's not just going to let me have it. I don't want that. So it's fine. This way, no one gets hurt. Cat doesn't have to get hurt. Mother doesn't have to get hurt. People at my house, in my county, doesn't have to get hurt. And you don't either. It's fine.
Snow.
I don't want it, okay? Just leave it alone. I'm not going back.
Snow. People have already gotten hurt by her. Your family, your father. She tried to poison you. She sends assassins after you. They are still looking for you. Do you truly believe the people of your county that as an Ira you are sworn and pledged to protect and serve as they serve you are better off with her in power? Someone who would poison their spouse and their spouse's daughter. I understand if you don't want people to get hurt for your ambitions or goals. I understand. I go through that all the time. But there are some things worth fighting for.
Oh, this is not one of them. Nobody liked my house anyway. Even if Mother did kill Father, she's still very smart. She's wise. She's kind. She'll know what to do. As long as the assassins don't find me, then nobody's getting hurt.
Kind? She sends assassins after you.
She was kind.
She's not kind, she's manipulative.
You don't know her. You never even met her.
I don't need to meet her, I've met you. Someone who has been forced from their home, that doesn't deserve to be forced from their home because of this.
That's fine. Gets up from the floor, one of the babies. If I wasn't here, who's going to help you kill a dragon.
I suppose you're right. But that still doesn't make it right.
I'm not going. Okay? After this is over, just take me to the fort you live in.
Okay, Snow. But then I have one last thing to ask you then.
What?
If you truly don't want to go back, if you truly wish to just forget about it, then if you truly don't like your house and your name,
It's not that I don't like it. It's just I get it why no one else does. You don't count because you're weird.
well then, do you want my name then?
Huh?
He kind of looks a bit sheepish now that he's actually said it out loud. Like, he seemed considerate and like, yeah, this is a good thing to say. And now with, huh? It's like, oh, wait, was this a good thing to say?
She looks out kind of like confused. Not like horrified, just pure confusion. There's no like malicious intent in the way she said it.
Right. He's like, this is a thought that he said, like, first thing the thought came into his head, like, oh, wait, I can offer this. I was like, wait, how do I explain this? Where'd this thought come from? Uh, he's just like, oh, well, you could be Elba Espada. Siblings usually share last names. And if you want, I could give you mine. And you would join Taos Espada.
You do that?
Wait, did you say you would do that or you could do
Yeah,
that?
you do that as a question.
You do that?
Of course, sis. If you want.
She actually gives you a small smile. Says,
Maybe. That's not a bad idea. It'd be nice to have a home. And have a real brother.
Smiles and nods.
hey. She then is her turn to look away sheepishly. She goes back to playing with the children.
Arlen just says it would be nice to have a sister. And, well, you would be, well, free of the rumors that you're so worried about. Espada is a fresh name. An ancient name, yes, but it's new again. And we would be the ones in charge of how others would think of us, of our legacy.
Yeah. I get it.
And she gives you one last smile before Pluck goes back to playing with the children.
I need a sense motive. I need a sense motive.
Why?
I need to know.
No, what?
Damn it. Damn it. I need to know everything.
It's fine.
Well then, I'll take my leave
Alan?
Oh,
She puts down the babies and goes up to you. Looks hesitant and then gives you a hug.
Thank you.
oh, my heart.
I'm sorry I called you mean and stupid.
Oh, my heart. Hey, the positivity fills the room.
All the babies look at like that is a heavy shit amount of positivity.
Arlen returns the hug. Is like, oh, I forgive you, and thank you.
For what?
For being you.
There is the slightest blusher in her face. She looks away.
Arlen does not see this. No, I mean, he probably does see it. He's like, nope, just gonna ignore that. It's fine.
Oh my goodness, Alan.
It's like fine. It's fine. I must be. It must be the armor or something.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't understand. It's fine.
This dense motherfucker.
He is literally an anime protagonist.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so proud. She grew as a person. She apologized for something.
She goes back to play with the babies and eat her food.
It's like, well, I suppose I've given you a lot to think about. I hope to hear your decision soon.
Yeah.
With that, he gives a bow and then walks out.
Hey, congratulations, Alan.
Yeah, he did it. He melted an ice wall. One ice
Hey,
wall. One snow wall.
hey.
Reb, 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 Reb.
Ro looks up from a book. Oh,
I
oh,
did
now
it.
that is the face of a victory.
I did it.
She smiles and goes, "Of course you did. I knew you had it in you, little lord. She'd have to break one day."
Thanks for all your help.
Think nothing of it. I've already gave you a few words, and you did the rest.
It still meant a lot.
She smiles and pats your shoulder and goes, "Anytime, little lord."
Is she still reading this book?
Well, she actually looked up from the book when you came to talk to her this time.
Hey.
And don't be so humble. You did all that by yourself.
No, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
I most certainly have a humble employer. Ruffles your hair.
Stop it.
Continues to ruffle, laughing. Notices the scar.
That feeling. Before you do that, that feeling is back.
Ah! She needs to take a moment to look at your scar now that your hair is cleaned out the way a bit. Oh, she says.
Like finally, like breaks out of his thought of like, why? What? I must have eaten something. Maybe
She
the
seems to be
razor.
studying your scar on the face.
It's like,
My.
What?
Battle injuries on your face.
Fixes his hair again.
Are you embarrassed of it?
It. No, maybe, well, a little. Man, I don't like
And
showing it
why's
off.
that, little lord?
Well, it's the only injury I have on my face, and I'm not particularly proud of it.
Well, even if the memory is nothing to be proud of, Having scars is not something you should be ashamed of. Is this sign that you have seen battle, you've experienced pain, and you come out of it stronger. You healed. You should wear it proudly, little lord. And besides, she pulls some of your hair back so she can see your scar again. Ladies love some scars on men.
Terribly worded. Does this dense motherfucker blush? A bit. He does a bit.
Aww.
He shakes it away. He's like, no, it's a strange feeling again. Stop it.
Did he actually tell the cat to stop it, or?
No, he just says that.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, I guess.
He looks perfectly handsome.
Hmm.
She pulls her hand away that pats you on the back. Have some confidence, little lord.
It's not that. I don't think I don't.
Hmm?
I don't think I should be proud of this scar. Or embrace it.
Is there a story behind it?
There is. But, I mean, I guess there's a story behind every scar, right?
She nods.
Does Rib have scars?
She does. You can't seem to see any because her entire body's covered up.
Damn it. He's gonna try and move the conversation off of himself. He'll just say this instead then. Like, I mean, I bet you have a lot of stories for any scars you have. I mean, I don't see any.
Well, you don't have to tell me your story if you don't wish to, little lord. And whilst the story behind it may not be something you believe should be proud of, it's what you make of it. You learned from the experience, so acknowledge it. If it's had a pivotal meaning, if it's changed the way you are, then wear it with honor. People learn from their mistakes. Whilst the mistakes don't define them, and successes and the mistakes should not define them, and the successes will only elevate them. It's without those mistakes, their successes would never be there in the first place. So wear your badge of honor, proudly. It has made the little lord before me today.
Yeah. He says, looking kind of downcast still.
Downcast? Can I sense motive?
Go for it.
No, that is the snow stats.
I can't use diplomacy because he's not using his happy, positive-go-luckies to hide stuff.
Aww.
What's his bluff? It's only 6. No.
Oh, you hiccuping!
No. And we're deleting this recording. Let's start over from the beginning.
No!
And I lost the roll.
Oh.
I'm done.
Oh no, it's okay, it's okay.
Ah!
Ah!
He's done with you.
Alan, please, what did you see?
I'm killing everyone. I'm killing everyone.
No. Arlen goes slasher.
Yeah, immediately.
Well, what does Rib see?
as much as Rib's words are inspirational and probably kind of the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
he still can't really bring it, like thinking back on it and stuff. He really can't bring himself to actually be proud of the scar or display it. He doesn't like thinking about it or what it what it came from and what happened.
Do you wish to talk about it? What happened?
I I don't know.
There is no judgment here, little lord. I am but a simple mercenary.
I suppose. I I I don't want you to think badly of me.
You are literally talking to a half orc barbarian who uses rage in battle to enhance her capabilities.
I mean, I'm talking to a half-orc barbarian that uses rage to enhance her abilities that I respect.
She smiles and shifts over a bit on the tree stump and pats the spot next to her.
Mm, strange feelings back as he goes to sit down.
Aww. She's still taller than you. It's great.
This is terrible. This is the worst.
She looks down at you, Arlen, and says, "You know, I was raised in an arena.
Really?
Yes, it's, my father used to be part of it. He died within it, and eventually I was sold to the same arena where I grew up until I was old enough and successful enough to buy my way out again.
I see.
My grandmother raised me from. I lost my temper with one of her business clients, so she didn't believe she should raise me anymore. I still wonder if I made a mistake falling out into rage. Because even though my grandmother and I were not close, her other employees I was certainly close with, and I never got to see them again. And she takes off her glove and, well, her gauntlet and her glove, and there's like a little scar on her hand, and she kind of like waves her fingers. I attack someone with a piece of glass.
Oh, I see.
A mistake on my half, but it got me into the arena, and it's made me who I am today. Puts the glove back on. Not my proudest moment, but certainly an experience that has built who I am.
I see.
And what of your experiences, little lord?
Hmm. He brushes his hair back out of where the scar is hidden so it can be seen fully.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I was raised a single child to a single parent. My father died fighting the Empire in the 12th Expansion War. I was raised by my mother hearing stories of how great my father was. strong, how good. And my mother was sick. She had a disease that couldn't be cured, only treated. And I wanted to make sure she could live comfortably. So I pulled odd jobs and, well, pretty much anything to make sure she could live comfortably. And then on my 16th birthday, she showed me a chest that my father had left for me, in case he wasn't around to give it to me himself. And in it had this sword, and he pulls out the sword, the Espada family
Okay.
sword, and a diary of our house, what we used to be, and the banner. And from there, I made it my goal to try and revive my house. Became a knight, trained under Lux.
Oh my goodness. Hold it back. It's okay, Alan. It's all over. Hold it back.
He's like he goes out of it like there were 90 students and I'm the only one that survived.
Oh my goodness.
It's actually not that bad. Only like 13 people died.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone else dropped out
Oh my lord.
or like axed off like some reality TV show. Right. I got this scar on my first ever actual quest. Well, technically. We were.
Oh.
Mhm. The king had charged us with making sure a magic gemstone mine was. Well, it was reporting in and wanted us to make sure everything was okay. On the way, we ran into a magic shop, a very peculiar shopkeeper. And I, remembering the stories I had once been told, wanted a magical sword. There was only one that was, and it was this one. And it pulls out the the terrifyingly terrible sword, the blood sword, the gross sword.
Yep.
Um, and well, at the time, I didn't care much. It was a magic item after all, and it would be my first one, and it was definitely useful and could help people. So well, despite its drawbacks, I took it. And then we continued our adventure, and we got ambushed by bandits. They We fought them off, and well, most of them, and they started to retreat. So we went to chase them down and try to get as many of them to surrender as possible. The archers were still hanging around, so we went through the forest, and I was separated from everybody else. And I decided to try and see what the sword would do in case things got bad, but I didn't think it would. There was one archer I found in order to surrender, and he didn't. He dropped his bow and came at me with his bare hands and tried to claw my eye out. He missed, of course, he said, pointing to the scar. But he had some really sharp fingernails. I stabbed him. sword, and I saw, as all the life in his eyes and skin got paler and just left him, as he looked at me with the most shocked expression. With pure agony and anguish. And I watched as he slowly and surely became nothing but a prune, a saggy mess, no blood in his body. I wasn't ready for that. And why didn't he just surrender?
Hmm. Well,
It's not it's not that Alan just stops himself.
it's not what?
It's not the worst of it. I can deal with gruesome scenes. I've been in the middle of a battlefield in the aftermath of cannon fire. I I've seen terrible things, and I would continue to see terrible things. I'm okay with that. That was shocking, yeah, but it's nothing I couldn't compartmentalize and power through. No, the part that horrifies me about it, and the part I'm not proud of, is part of me enjoyed it. He seems very scared as he says that. He was a bandit. He'd hurt countless other people. He would continue to hurt more. And I told him, even with his back against the wall, he still wouldn't surrender, and instead came at me. He deserved the justice. But that's not how justice should be brought out. One should enjoy the sentence, right?
She seems to consider. Carrying out a sentence is a heavy duty. It's not really my place to give out justice. I simply do what I'm paid for. You may have enjoyed it, but perhaps your feelings were misplaced. You enjoyed stopping the bandit from causing any more harm. It could have been relief. And besides, your life was on the line. And a hand gently pats your hair, not like ruffling it and tumbling it around as usual. Don't waver, little lord.
I don't know. Snow, I don't want to feel that way again. I shouldn't. Not when doing something like that. Even though I say that I did it again. Only a month ago.
Hmm.
It was after the Battle of Drellon's Ferry, and we were retreating back to Brindle for the first time. We were sent ahead to stop roadblocks, and in a town we were stopped, an abandoned town, we were stopped by another group of thieves and bandits. And I was so angry and saddened from the friends I'd lost at Drellon's Ferry. They didn't want to let us pass by a single road, a small thing, but they wouldn't let us do it, and I got angry. And I forced a confrontation. And we killed a lot of them, and the ones we didn't die, I use, and he brings up his hand to look at the wish ring. I used the ring to enslave the leader. And then I he killed his 3 other friends to prove his loyalty. And then I sent him back to the rest of his gang to try and change it for our cause. At the time, I felt like I was doing the right thing, but that wasn't right. I don't think that was right.
Now, here's the thing. You should be telling Snow this so she could agree with you. You're talking to Rib.
Yeah, because Rib's the one that wanted the story. Snow doesn't care. No, it's not that. It's just he hasn't invented it at all. And Rib asked, so he's going through this. And then what does he do now? Yeah, he's just like that wasn't right. I don't think. But it was the same feeling. The same feeling from when I stabbed that bandit with this blood sword. I don't like that feeling. That feeling is wrong. And I do bad things when I feel that feeling.
I don't think you necessarily did anything bad.
Arlen looks up with surprise.
She smiles. You punished someone who was doing something bad, were you not? You gave them the option to surrender, but they did not.
Yes, but
I cannot dictate how someone should feel when they're in battle. Everyone deals with it differently. For some people, getting enjoyment out of it is the only way they stay sane. You have an admirable sense of justice, little lord. So, do not be ashamed of that scar. If anything, it is a reminder to you. A reminder of what happens if you lose your composure. And I'm sure it has shaped the way you deal with situations now, or try to. So wear it with pride. Not for what you had done, for what it had changed in you afterwards.
his eyes and takes a deep breath. Okay.
You did the right thing, little lord.
Thank you, Rip.
Gives you a smile. This is terrible. Please tell Snow. I need you not.
This is bad.
This is terrible.
I mean, he's still not sure that he did the right thing or not, but he's thankful that Rip is understanding. And with that smile, maybe.
She is a lawful evil.
God damn it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's a blush. He doesn't know why, but there is.
Could Rib attempt to sense motive?
Sure.
Oh boy.
This is terrible.
This is really terrible.
He's using his happiness so he can use his insane diplomacy.
Oh my goodness.
He's not trying to hide him, it's just his positivity is there.
Well,
She gets nothing but positivity. There's a good reason behind that much. That's all there is. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. She feels
Alright.
positive.
she paps his head. Don't let it haunt you, little lord. I'm sure those bandits would have hurt a lot of people, if not otherwise. And considering your abilities, you had more than capably the resources to diplomatically resolve the situation, but I'm sure it didn't go that way for that they didn't want it to.
Right.
If you keep letting the past haunt you, then well, she looks around with a smile. You can't appreciate what's in front of you. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Gives you one last smile, then gets up. Well, I suppose I should get on with my duties and see how the caravan is doing, and if we're being followed. Does it bow? Good day, little lord.
Good day, Maribel.
Walks off with a half wave as she goes.
Oh, it stays at the stump for a bit and is like, I'm gonna start eating dried meat for a couple days now.
Why?
It's a strange feeling again. He keeps on eating weird things. He doesn't trust
No!
he doesn't trust the cooks anymore. That must be it. It must be that he's eating something strange.
Snow looks at you. He's good. You still gotta eat your fruit and vegetables. Piles your plate with cut apples.
He looks at her, reaches in the bag in her holding, pulls out a carrot.
Mm-hmm.
This food is untainted.
What? You think I... Ollie, you're so mean! Runs off.
Wait, what? He doesn't understand. What? What did I do?
She's back to hating you again.
Wait, did she cook that?
She brought some apples and cut them for you.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, he would have ate the apple. That's fine.
Oh.
I thought like dinner time takes plate of vegetables.
I mean, she brings you some food from the cooks.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't cook it, but she brought some food for you.
Oh, okay. It's just an apple. You can't get an apple raw. It's fine. You eat the apple.
But what if there's some cooked vegetables with the meats?
If you cook vegetables with the meats, he'd be like, I'm not that hungry. I've got this carrot.
So he called it tainted. It's just... That's terrible. Snow hates you again.
Wait, we need to talk about this now. Snow, wait.
She's gone to bury herself underneath the babies.
No, you're not allowed to do that. We need to talk about this.
Her hand occasionally comes out with a piece of meat, and a baby nibbles on it. It goes back.
Goodness gracious. Why are you like this now? What did I say? What did I do wrong?
I'm sorry if everything I touch is tainted.
That's not. Oh, Snow. That's not what I meant at all.
Another piece of meat comes out from under a shoulder. Another baby takes it.
It's just that I haven't been feeling well, and I thought maybe the food that they were cooking is not sitting well with my stomach, so I wanted to not eat it for a little while. I didn't mean to say that everything you touch is tainted. That's not what I meant at all. I'm sorry I made you feel that way.
Looks up, glaring at you.
You should.
And she's like,
Be careful how you say things, that stupid Arlen. Stupid big brother.
grumbles at the
Mm.
babies.
Mm. I will. I'll be more careful. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. I'm sorry that it sounded bad that way.
Yeah, Arlen, you dense motherfucker.
Yeah, no, yeah, no.
And she's like, something wrong with the food to you?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
And she shrugs.
I guess I wouldn't be able to tell.
Do you feel strange at all sometimes during the day?
No, I'm kind of used to stuff like that. It's kind of hard for me to get poisoned,
I see. Well, that's good.
or for me to get sick in that way.
Well, that's good. I wish I had that.
She looks at you with a straight face.
You sure?
Well, I mean, not being able to be poisoned sounds pretty effective.
Actually,
But-
no, sorry. It's not poisoned. Just she can't get sick that way.
Oh, I see. Well,
Sorry.
not feeling sick is probably nice. I've had some pretty bad colds once and the flu. It really sucked.
Oh no, I meant like proper diseases.
Wait, you're like immune to like,
Plays with the babies.
huh? That's very interesting.
I can't get the plague. I can't get pox.
Huh?
I can't get the fevers. None of it works on me.
She shrugs.
Huh? Wow, that's great.
Looks down.
I guess it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Think of all the people you could help. He says like the stars in his eye. Steven Universe stars in his eyes.
Oh, because I can't get it. I can still carry it.
Well, I mean, well, think of it this way. If you were, say, like a doctor, and you couldn't get the plague, you could probably do much, like, more effective treatments, because you don't have to worry about catching it.
I guess.
Oh, just stars.
Oh my
Positivity.
goodness. Is Arlen's hairstyle still covering his scar?
Not anymore.
She looks up and goes, "You changed your hair."
Oh. Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Looks up. I thought you didn't like your scar.
I didn't, and then, well, Rib said some things, and it's not that I like it, I'm just more acceptive of it now, I suppose.
I guess that's good.
Goes up to you, pokes it.
How did you get it?
Huh?
How did you get it?
Oh, how does anyone get any scars in a fight?
Oh, well, that makes sense. And why did you not like it before?
I didn't like how the fight went.
So you covered up the scar that you got from it? You're weird.
I suppose I am.
Shrugs. Well, if you're okay with it, then.
Doesn't care.
Hey, he's not being She asked him. He said just a fight.
Yeah, it's fine. It's true, technically.
Did you win?
Uh, yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Does it really bother you? The fight?
What do you mean?
It looks like it bothers you.
Oh, it does a bit.
I thought those fights don't bother you at all.
Oh, that's not true. All fights bother me in some way.
So what's special about this one? It gave you a scar?
No, I've been in a lot of fights with lots of scars, he says. He's probably not wearing his armor right now.
Oh.
So you can like lift up his shirt and show all the terrible scars.
She's like, you have to stop lifting your shirt in front of a lady.
Why? I wanted to show you the scars. Didn't I got it?
Because I am a lady.
But you're also my sister, so this is fine, right?
I mean,
Thinks about it.
I guess.
Right? So it's fine. He's like really thinking, like, wait, this is fine? Cause is that fine? This is how it
Right.
works, right?
She shrugs and gets closer to you, starts poking and prodding your scars.
Ah, watch the burn. It's still tender.
Huh.
That's a new one.
Oh, that's the one you. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
knocked me right off Heinrich.
Did Heinrich get bent?
He did.
That must suck.
He didn't stop complaining about it.
And she's gonna start just pointing to your scars, or basically putting like, "What's this one? Like, what's that one? Where did you get this one from?" Like,
he proudly tells all the stories. The time he was in a blood match championship where he tried to
oh my goodness.
he tried to be as save as many people as possible from being killed, and then he got shot 3 times with 3 critical arrows
Oh my goodness.
in a row.
All right,
The time Hellberg almost cut him in half.
all right. Well,
All
as
this
she's going though, she would look up and goes
And that one?
and prods your face one.
mm, was a bandit ambush.
Oh,
Someone
Like-
tried to.
She will attempt to sense motive actually whilst you're saying this.
Damn it.
Don't worry. Remember, she's only got 2.
Yeah, but he's using his bluff because it's not a happy memory.
What's his bluff again?
6.
He's okay. He's got some decent bluff in there.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious. Alright. He's okay. He's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, it was a bandit ambush.
oh,
Yeah. Some,
Wait. that's it?
an archer tried to, claw my eye out and missed. But he had some pretty sharp fingernails.
Must be.
Mm-hmm.
And?
And?
Then why does it bother you so much? It doesn't seem anywhere near as interesting as the other ones.
Well, it's the, first time I used the sword.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it really bothered you because of that? What it did?
Yeah, and how it felt as I was doing it.
How it felt?
Hmm.
What do you mean? Did it hurt?
Well, using the sword always hurts. It goes through my hand, he says.
Then what are you talking about?
well, oh, he's so apprehensive because he knows Snow's gonna judge him.
Hey, yeah, because Snow is actually a good person, unlike Rib.
He misses Rib. Rib, get me out of this conversation. Come in and say there's something important I need to see. Ah. Well, I mean, uh, you know how I said that, when we talked about the the bell tower incident, that you should feel, um, not well at the thought of killing someone or something?
Yeah.
Well, with this one, I didn't. I, with all my other fights, I felt that what you felt. I felt that it wasn't right, or there was a better way, or something like that. But with this one, I didn't. It's the only kill I've actually felt. And then he stops. He doesn't know how to say it. And not
She
be
frowns.
judged.
She's frowning.
No, sense motive.
Your sister, your little sister is judging you.
No.
You can see she is a bit disapproving of that. She's kind of like trying to come to terms that you may have actually enjoyed this.
No, don't.
She's slightly apprehensive.
And then he's like, and well, I knew feeling, well, not feeling that was not good. And so the scar wasn't good.
I get it. Sometimes when I'm really mad, I end up hurting people, even if it's just by accident. I'm trying to learn to keep that under control.
She looks at you.
It's harder when you have a sword in your hand. That's why knights are so admirable, because they're meant to always have that under control. They only hurt people when it's necessary. So,
She looks at your scar. She gently paps it.
this is your punishment. That's your punishment for liking it. But that's not who you are now. But that doesn't mean it's what you are. You have to take it like a proper knight and like a proper lord and make something better out of it. So now you know that it can happen.
And she kind of gives you a stern look.
Keep it under control.
Right, he says, and nods.
She pats your head. I won't get mad. You already got punished for it.
Hmm.
So it's good that you're wearing it like this. People should be upfront when they make mistakes. So that was very bad of you for trying to hide it. Going to see mine?
And she kind of like pulls some of her hair from the back of her neck and shows you a scar.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Snow, backstory. What's going
A,
on
s-
here?
a small scar. Is quite small and it's quite faint. It looks very old.
He kind of reaches and kind of traces it a bit.
I know that tickles.
Oh, sorry. Where is this from?
Oh, when I'm born, you know, all Ira children have to be infected with a new strain of Eldritch Pox. So that happened. The injection area turned into a big boil, and then it scarred over. I made it through it.
I see. And this is a scar that you're ashamed of?
Sometimes.
She looks down.
Sometimes it's hard to be proud of a family which does things like this. Family that killed all my other siblings just because family tradition said so.
And she rubs the scar area.
But yeah, this is my punishment. Whenever I want to hurt people with my magic, I remember I went through it too. It hurt me a lot. I nearly died. So that's why I shouldn't do it to other people.
I see.
She paps your face scar again.
It looks okay.
Oh?
I don't know why you were so bothered about it. Well, I guess I knew now why, but it looks fine.
Thank you.
She smiles at you.
So remember for next time. Because if it happens again, I'll be really mad.
Yeah.
What's with that?
Yeah, don't worry, Snow. It totally hasn't happened a second time already.
I guess she'll go off and do her own thing then.
Gulp.
Don't let her find out.
She can never know. My shame. But he's
Rib yells from across the room. So little lot about that one time you
How
killed
about
those
that
people.
one time you killed those people? They're like, oh shit.
I think that's a good place to end it. We had some heart to hearts.
Yeah. I'll end it as soon as my thing pops up because it's not popping up. And now it's popped up. And end it.